Welcome to Rob on Holiday. This is another in our series called Rob's Weekend Walks, where I take a walk around somewhere that's close to our home in Manchester. Today we're just north of Bolton. This is the Entwistle Reservoir. Entwistle Reservoir is located in the hills just outside Bolton in Lancashire. Its picturesque shores make for the perfect weekend walking route. A full loop of the reservoir, including a diversion to visit the Cadshaw Castle Rocks and the beautiful Redwood Forest, make for a 3.1 mile walking route. Car parking is free at Entwistle, but spaces are limited, so I'd recommend getting there before 10 AM, especially in the summer. We made our way around the reservoir in a clockwise direction, first heading up the southern bank. Entwistle Reservoir was built with the Entwistle Dam in 1832. The reservoir holds up to 3,400,000 litres of water, which would be enough to provide drinking water for 50% of Bolton's population. The main thing I like about this walk here at Entwistle is the epic feel. As I say, we're just a few miles from home, yet you look at the pine trees and the mist in the hills, it has that big epic outdoor feel that you might see somewhere, I don't know, like Canada. And just to complete the picture, there's a group of Canada geese on the water there. One of the other good things about Entwistle is the walking path. I mean, there are a few puddles and rocky areas, but generally it's a pretty flat path that takes you all the way around the lake. As you reach the end of the reservoir, there is a bridge to cross over and carry on around the northern shore. However, we always choose to carry on a bit further up the stream and walk through the forest before joining back up with the waterside path. The second footbridge at the head of the reservoir is where you want to cross to go through the pine trees and walk down that side of the Entwistle Reservoir. It's a really nice walk and we're going to show you that in a minute. But before we do, I wanted to show you an optional route which takes you slightly up the hill in this direction and a very interesting sight. Let's go this way. This short diversion further upstream brings you to the fascinating Cadshaw Castle Rocks. Oh, here we are, the Red Rocks. Now this unusual red rock formation, I think, is visually pleasing and quite unexpected in this environment, and I think it's worth the 5-10 minute trek up from the reservoir to see it if you're at Entwistle. Having walked up and seen the Red Rocks, we're back down at the river now that leads into the Entwistle Reservoir. We're going to go across the footbridge and into the pines. It's a really nice walk. This time we did cross a stream and entered the Redwood Forest. The path is generally good through the woodland, although there may be the odd muddy path in the rainy season. The woodland is another highlight of the route. As you walk, you are surrounded on all sides by magnificent redwood trees towering into the sky above you. As you near the end of the woodland, you head out once more to the water's edge to see the wader, a 10-foot steel sculpture of a heron looking out over the reservoir. This is about 2/3 of the way on our walk around Entwistle Reservoir, and behind me you can see the metal sculpture of the heron. Now why this is interesting for us, if you come in the summer it looks totally different. Obviously the heron's there, but it stands on like a concrete base and there's like a big rocky jetty along it. Now obviously there's so much rain in the autumn and winter, the reservoir is full and you can't even see the bottom of the heron's feet. So I think we're okay for water for the next few months, but if we come back here we'll see how low the water goes this summer. At this point, our group split up. My daughters decided to carry on around the northern side of the reservoir to complete a full loop, while my wife and I headed back the way we came. This was because the northern side of the reservoir was extremely muddy and some of us didn't have appropriate footwear. To give you an idea, my daughters walked through a puddle that was so deep their feet were entirely submerged in water at one point. So, suffice to say, make sure you bring good walking boots for this trail. But to be honest, my recommendation would be to walk out to the wader and then head back to the car park the same way you came, because this side of the reservoir is far more picturesque. So that's the Entwistle Reservoir walk. A nice walk around the water, some towering pine trees and a really nice red rock formation, and even the sculpture of a heron. A really good day out, good 3-4 miles depending on which routes you take, and like I say, it's only about 4 or 5 miles north of Bolton, not far from Manchester, so if you're in the area, I'd definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching Rom on Holiday. If you like the video, please subscribe, it helps the channel, and keep an eye out for more great videos.